The bug bites from the mosquitoes or the no-see-ums or just bugs in general, personally not a fan. That's where DynaTrap comes in. This is an LED mosquito and insect trap. So what you do is when you're outside, you don't put it right next to you because this is gonna attract the bugs. You put it a little bit to the side, a little bit away, but in the space that you're gonna be hanging out, entertaining, eating dinner outside, and then it lowers the population of the biting insects, which is really an amazing thing. So it's not like you see a fly, you know, and you get out your fly swatter and you whack it. Okay, down one fly, but it's not gonna make be creating less flies in the neighborhood. But the DynaTrap is actually gonna attract the flies or the biting insects and keep them here. They don't zap them. There's no zapping and murdering. It just keeps them here. And then it's gonna lower the population in your area. Now I have two choices. You can do one that's gonna cover half an acre or, oh, the 1 acre sold out? Okay, so we've got one that does a half an acre only, and if you do want to do it for a full acre, you would get 2 of them and put one on one side and one on another side. So there you are, you see it's sold out there. So $86 is the price. I've got it on 3 FlexPay, so it's under $30 to get home on FlexPay. But let's bring in Peter Kilcullen, who is our special guest. This is a must-have for this time of year. Hey, Peter.
How are you, Helen? How's it going?
Well, I'm working indoors, and I like that because there's no bugs in here.
Right. Well, we were lucky to be outside. We just had an incredible storm just like 2 minutes ago, but that's all gone now. So you're absolutely right. It is a must-have if you want to do exactly what I'm doing, and that's enjoying the outside. And DynaTrap has completely nailed this technology. What's so cool about it is think about being able to be, you know, mosquito and biting insect free without sprays, without any pesticides, without noise, without, and I think this might be the most important thing to me, having to purchase more and different and bait and different things. Here, you don't have to do anything for 27 months. And that's because that's how long that bulb is going to last. So 27 months, if you live in someplace like Florida, where you're going to have to use this kind of 24/7. But if you live up north somewhere where, remember, you're only using this when the mosquitoes come out, which is when the temperature is above 50 degrees, this can last up to 4 summers. So an incredible advancement in the technology in this bulb. And you can see that color, that UV LED is what attracts those mosquitoes, those biting insects. They come close. We're also creating some heat, and there's a titanium plate, and that creates carbon dioxide, which also brings them in. And then that fan, virtually silent, you can't even hear that, sucks them in, and they're into this collection basket, and that's where they remain, so they're not biting you. And it does exactly what you said, reduce that population in your yard.
Yeah, and we're taking a look at this animation, and this is what happens is that carbon dioxide, it emits that, and that's what they're attracted to. And
right.
By the way, people emit that. That's why they're attracted to us too, right, Peter?
Exactly. No, that's exactly what's happening. So those several different ways to bring those mosquitoes and those no-see-ums and the gnats and all those other biting insects close to the DynaTrap, and then they get pulled in by that fan. So you said it first thing, is that this is so great because we have all these other ways. We spray, and then we try to put candles on the table. And what we're doing there is we're letting those biting insects get close to us, and then we're trying to repel them. What if we could make sure that we're constantly pulling them away from us? So when you get your DynaTrap, can you see mine back there? See it? It's kind of on that shepherd's hook. It's just right back there.
I see
That's
it.
kind of where, yeah, that's where you want to put your DynaTrap. You want to put it 30 to 40 feet away from you. So that's going to pull all the insects over there, trap them. Again, we're not zapping, we're trapping them, draws them over there, and keeps them away from where you're enjoying the outdoors. So it makes so much sense when you think about it.
Yeah, and we've got beautiful colors too. You're looking at in this shot the stone. So I know everybody has different home decor colors, so I'll go through the other 3 choices. But the stone is the most limited, and I love that we're seeing it outside. I think these look very nice. They don't look like, it looks like a bug trap somehow. So I like how attractive they look. They look like almost like a pretty little decorative lantern. So this one is grass graphite. It is a, kind of a gray, that very kind of high-end decorator color gray that I know a lot of people do in their homes. This is the most limited. We just showed you this outdoors. This is the stone. This one is black. If you have black hardware on the outside of your home, I think this is a great choice. And then this one is the bronze. So when you're picking your color, I would match it to the hardware. Think about your door handle, and if you've got like a finials on like a gas lamp like looking thing, like whatever you've got with your hardware outside, or matching your pavers or the side of your house, however you want to do that. The half acre is what we have left. The 1 acre did sell out, so I'm sorry about that. Thank you so much for your calls and orders. But if you're saying, gosh, I really needed the acre, I would get 2 of the half acre, Peter, right? Put them on either side. Wouldn't that be the way to take care of that?
Yeah, exactly. And there's another way that the half acre might work better, is that, remember, if you have a full acre, but you're talking about your backyard, and then the rest of your house is centered on an acre, but that includes the front yard, a full acre wouldn't even be the best choice because your house is in the middle of
right.
it.
Yeah,
so
true.
it'll limit that, how well it functions. So a half acre in the front and a half acre in the back really makes more sense. Because remember, this kind of acts like when you drop a stone in a pond and those rings go out. It's going to work in 360 degrees, but that house is going to block the effectiveness. So 2 half acres really make a lot of sense. Now, the other great thing about this, Helen, I want everyone to understand, is that you're putting it away from you. It would be great if you could have it 3 to 6 feet off the ground, and this one you can hang up, or it also comes with the mount, so you can mount it on a post or something like that. But the thing is, when you get this home, you set it up, plug it in, and you're going to leave it on 24 hours a day. So that's, again, a huge difference compared to these other methods that you only think about when it's time to go outdoors. But think about this. DynaTrap will be trapping, biting insects 24 hours a day. So while you're sleeping, we're trapping insects. While you're at work, waiting for the weekend to come around, we're going to be trapping insects. So it's working all the time. And that's what's so great. As you mentioned earlier, every single day we trap more insects, and you have a smaller population in your yard. Less and less biting insects. And those biting insects are the females. Every one we catch means that we're not going to have those insects reproducing again and again. Oh, and here's a great look at all those different bugs that it traps. Certainly mosquitoes. I focus on that so much because we have mosquitoes here, but flies and wasps and hornet and stink bugs and moths. And there's even more that it attracts now, 14 total biting insects, because of that new Attract-A-Glow bulb, which is so amazing, lasts so long. You're never going to have to go out to your DynaTrap and check in. And I've tried them all, Helen. I mean, some of these that use propane to create CO2, and then you have to put more bait in them. And it's like, I got to do this every 2 weeks. I have to do this every 30 days. Well, I never remember to do that. And then you're spending so much money. Here, you don't have to do anything. With the size of the collection basket, I'd say get this home. You can have this work for weeks or months without ever going out there, because mosquitoes don't take up a lot of room. And I've been waiting to show you this, Helen, because I thought you'd really love it.
Thanks, Peter. Oh, gosh.
Yep. These are my mosquitoes. So now I will say that I have a full acre, and it's over there. So these were just under a year in that full acre. And you would think that they would, they used to take up more space, but they're basically disintegrating. But this is what you're able to trap in your DynaTrap. So it is a little gross, but they're my mosquitoes. And that's the thing, Helen. Did you know that your mosquitoes that are in your yard, they don't do a lot of traveling. They stay in your yard and they remain there. They're going to reproduce in your yard. So every one you trap makes a huge difference, and DynaTrap does it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they're like, this is my address. I'm going to leave a forwarding address. It's Peter's house, and that they stay there. It's interesting. I thought maybe they're, because they fly, that they'd fly all over town, all over the neighborhood. So that makes it seem that this would be even more effective. I love that you plug it in and it works. And I read that 27 continuous months is how long that light lasts, Peter?
Yeah, the bulb. I mean, you used to have to change the bulb when this first came out about every 4 to 6 months. So now, but the 27 continuous months, that'll be for you and I, Helen, because remember, we'll use this every single day of the year.
Every day, yeah.
But if you're somewhere else, remember, no mosquitoes are biting insects below 50 degrees. So you don't need to have it out there when it's below 50 degrees. So above 50 degrees, that only might be 4 or 5 months for you or less. So it's going to last 4 seasons, which I think is incredible if you think of it that way, or 27 continuous months. It does a great job at bringing them in. Remember, 24 hours a day you leave it out there. This half acre costs less than 2 cents a day to operate when you're running it 24 hours a day. It can stay out in all types of crazy weather like I have right now, rain and the heat and the sun and whatever. It's not going to matter. It's ready to go. Just keep it plugged in so it can keep doing its job all season long. So you can do what we want to do. We've spent a lot of time and money getting our outdoors looking so great. Don't let the mosquitoes push you back in the house. This will do the job for sure.
Yeah, when we think about mosquitoes, no one wants a mosquito bite, but it's not just like, ow, I got a bite, it itches. There's like a lot of bad things. I mean, some of these biting bugs carry diseases with them, and you want to protect your family from that. And I feel like as the years go by, that doesn't seem to be getting better. That seems to be getting worse. I think this is kind of one of those products that's like, oh, it's so lovely to be in your backyard. There's no bugs, to be like, I must get this because I cannot have, be bitten by this XYZ bug. We have sold out of the 1 acre, so I'm sorry about that. It's a very popular product. As a matter of fact, my producer Kevin bought this for his parents who live in Pennsylvania, and they absolutely love it. We do have the half acre. It's $86. I do have it on FlexPay, so it's $28.67 on 3 interest-free payments, plus your shipping and handling, which is the $7.50 you see on the screen. The color that's the most popular is the bronze. So if you want the bronze, then you need to be ordering right away, because if you have a preference in color, that's the most popular, and it's going to be the first to go. There it is, emptying it out. I know Peter keeps it in a little jar as kind of like a hobby, which is a little weird, but maybe it's because you do that for a living.
Yes.
You want to show
That's
us,
true.
really?
It's definitely a little weird,
Yeah.
but it works.
I didn't mean to be
that's
judgy.
The big thing. No, I think it's fine. You may want to collect yours when you see what you're going to do is you're going to open this up and you're going to go in there in that collection basket and you're going to see all of your biting insects that you trap, and maybe, hopefully not, you're going to want to collect those as well. But it's super easy to do that. You don't have to do it that often, which I think is great as well. So, I mean, you're going to love using this because it makes it so simple. Remember, we're going to draw them in with that UV LED light, with that titanium dioxide producing that CO2. You want to put it away from where you're going to enjoy your time. It will reduce the population of those biting insects. It'll work 24 hours a day. It's safe. It's simple. It's almost silent. There's no odor. There's no noise, no pesticides. I mean, it's perfect. It really does work. So you can enjoy the summer, Helen.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to get a mosquito bite less than me. I really don't. I'm one of those people that allergic. They swell up. I think that's fabulous. Yeah. And these look really pretty. They're very decorative. I love it. It's such a great product, Peter. No wonder that we're already selling out of them. So thank you so much. And stay dry. I'm indoors, but you stay dry. I hear the rain.
Thank you.
I hear the rain. All right, item number 096846. We're going to take a little break, and we come back. Luca Puto's joining us with a PVC mat you're going to love, but we're going to tell you all about birthday month coming up in July.